cartoonist, amazing animator, huge Leafs fan. Does a comic strip for every single game all season long, puts it in a book, sells it at the end of the season. It's called Brian Beleafs. And buddy, yesterday we were talking, if there was one guy who could find the holes in this new Megazord Maple Leaf team, it would be Connor McDavid. That's exactly what happened last night.
Yeah, Connor McDavid, the power play came out right away when Jake McCabe, the brand new Leaf defender, took a tripping penalty behind the net, and Connor McDavid got to work. Did not waste any time, and pretty quickly after that added a second. The Oilers did not look back. Many people have been joking that the Leafs enjoyed that Bruce Springsteen concert that they famously went to, maybe a bit too much, and they just looked way out of sorts last night.
So, do you think maybe the problem as a team is just got to gel? Because you made so many moves over such a short period of time, lots of lineup changes. I mean, you've got to account for that at some point. Chemistry in the change room is a huge deal.
I think for sure that is something that you cannot just throw out there and say, yeah, that doesn't count. But at the same time, the Leafs did not come out and have much of a performance. Sheldon Keefe said that it was an unintelligent performance. He was very damning of the team as a whole and just very disappointed with them. And when you do look at the top four guys, you look at Tavares, Nylander, Marner, O'Reilly, they just did not get much done. I'm getting a little worried about Austin Matthews. I thought more would be coming from him last night in a one-on-one against the guy who's supposed to be the best in the world, and he showed he was. Austin Matthews, who won the Hart Trophy and the Ted Lindsay last year, you'd think he'd want to show up and put up a big performance. He just did not seem to have anything last night.
So I'm going to say something that may have felt controversial 1 year ago, but I think that there's a lot of rumblings going on right now. Is there a possibility that Austin Matthews' time in the Hogtown could be gone?
I do not think that that's a real thing. You know, Bell premiered a brand new commercial with him yesterday. Advertising dollars this guy gets paid for being a superstar in Toronto. You know, you move to New York, you're going to be the, I don't know, maybe 30th most popular athlete in New York. If you move to New York, you go to LA, you're going to be very similar, right? All the other teams are going to be ahead of you. So I know he loves being in the limelight. I know he loves all of that stuff, and I don't think you get that anywhere else. In Toronto, I think he's staying.
So, no, I'm not saying that he's going to choose to go. I'm just saying, is it a possibility? Because as soon as I mentioned the Oilers-Leafs game, like about half an hour ago, people started saying on the text line, oh, it's Matthews, man. They got to get rid of that guy and his greasy stash. Now, let's move on. Let's talk about tonight going to Calgary. What's going to happen?
Well, Luke Shen, the human eraser, is going to be slotting in for the Leafs, which is very exciting. So we're going to get a good look at him. Calgary is reeling. You know, in their last 10 games, they only have 3 wins. They're 6 points out of the playoffs right now, so they really need one. The Leafs just got a shellacking from Sheldon Keefe and the media, so I'm pretty sure that they're going to be pretty determined as well. Jacob Markstrom is starting. He's been struggling for Calgary, but at the same time, we know he has had periods of being an elite goalie, so that's something to watch. Nazem Kadri will be excited to play the Bucks.